Shalom. This week's Parsha this week's Sedra, is Sedra Tetzaveh. School uniforms have been a source of contention for school boards, administrators, disciplinarians, teachers, parents, and students for years. The benefits of school uniforms, namely unity, lack of distraction from fashion and stress, and consistent commitment to study, is only offset by the advantages that choosing one's outfit brings: individuality, creativity, and independence. Although seemingly inconsequential, the clothes students wear mean more than simple fashion. It reflects and drives energy towards or away from accomplishment. This Sedra Tetzaveh won't focus on fashion choices, but rather on the ramifications of clothing. The important lessons discussed will be drawn from the inauguration of the Kohanim, found in this week's Torah portion. In this week's Sedra, after the directions have been given and are being carried out for the construction of the Mishkan, the tabernacle, Hashem begins to instruct Moshe on the sanctification of those who will be serving in the Mishkan. Hashem commands Moshe, "And this is the thing that you shall do for the Kohanim to sanctify them to serve me. You shall take the garments and clothe Aaron with the tunic, with the robe of the ephod, with the ephod and with the choshen, and you shall adorn him with the band of the ephod." Hashem instructs Moshe to dress Aaron and all the Kohanim in special clothing. There were many commands Hashem gave Moshe that were designed to sanctify the Kohanim. From unique grooming to special washing, the Kohanim took many steps to set themselves aside to the service of the Mishkan. The Kohanim's clothes played a special role. In his explanation of the Kohen's clothes, the Ramban, a Nachmanides, wrote, "Aaron and his descendants, the Kohanim, was to be honored and glorified by wearing garments of honor and glory, for these garments resemble royal garments. Aaron was to be clothed as a king of ancient times. The materials used to make these garments, namely gold, sky blue, purple, and crimson, are precious and rare. They were and still are the colors and the clothing of royalty today." In his laws of prayer, the Rambam wrote, "One should strain his clothing and make himself neat and presentable before praying." The Rambam qualifies his statements by saying, although if a person is pressured or confronted by circumstances beyond his control or just simply doesn't straighten his clothing, it isn't a necessity for prayer, and you have still fulfilled the mitzvah of praying, even if you come as you are. The Rambam supports his contention that clothes matter in prayer with King David's statement of those who pray by saying they bow to God in resplendent sanctity. Although we are not what we wear, clothing has an effect on us, both in how others perceive us and in how we perceive ourselves. Getting dressed up to go out for the evening puts us in a different mood and lends us a different approach and attitude. This is the effect that we aim for in prayer and the effect the Kohen aims for in his service. This is the same effect we strive for in the classroom by setting up rules for the students and acts as a guide for parents and students as to how to dress for academic success. Hope that lesson was important to you for this week's Sedra. Have a good Shabbat.